Previously on AVStoryteller's Skyrim.
I hope by hunting together, I'm proving my worth to you. And hopefully you can understand that as a huntress, as a Nord, you don't need to be a werewolf.
What did I tell you? Keep quiet about that.
You are strong and powerful as you are. You do not need the blood of this Daedric Lord running through your veins.
And why not? I could beat anyone in this city, barehanded.
I will get this totem for you. But then, I want you to go to Ysgramor's tomb.
What happened here? Are you okay?
I feel terrible. Indigo, I've just made a terrible mistake. I honestly thought I had control over this Indigo. But I think I'm fooling myself. This beast's blood is having a greater effect on me than I wanted to admit.
I understand, my friend.
I have not been myself recently. Being far too aggressive, quick to anger, making all these strange impulsive decisions. I should have cured myself when I was at the tomb of Ysgramor. Hey Ella. It's done.
I've heard you may actually be stronger than you look. Perhaps we can hunt—
Save it. Can we talk about Ysgramor's tomb?
A citizen of Hjalmarch has asked for our help. It seems that a predator has invaded their home, and someone needs to—
No.
You're not afraid, are you? Of animals? Come back when you find your spine.
There's a very important matter I need to discuss with you.
There is always work for the companions, but there is a more personal task before me. I wish to cleanse myself, that I might know glory in the afterlife.
And I would be honored to aid you in this cure.
I would be honored for you to accompany me, Harbinger.
Hey Ella.
I feel myself filling with the blood of the wolf. Hircine smiles
I
on
now
us.
travel with Vilkas to Ysgramor's tomb. He's going to take the cure like his brother.
What? Why are you doing that?
Please. Have you spoken to Farkas? He will explain it has freed him from this tainted blood. Made him feel like a true warrior. A true Nord of Skyrim.
But he's wrong on this. It's no curse. We're made into the greatest hunters in the land.
As your harbinger, to take the cure.
I'll take my leave then. Yeah, right. I appreciate everything you've done for us, but
Please don't make me repeat myself. Join us at Ysgramor's tomb. I too am getting cured. I'll wait for you.
All right then.
That's the last of them.
Thank you for your aid. I feel better. Thank you.
And now, the thrilling conclusion.
To lead the sons of Ysgramor. They said that I was a harbinger to leave his home peace and forlorn. The wolf bore its fangs and spread its claws and tore at its own hide. Drink the blood, become my sons. Oh, I told you, Lord.
Indigo, we've got company! We've got magma and a frost. Let's see if we can get these down on the ground. I'll use some of that, in fact, while I'm not here. Can't seem to get my Dragon Wrench shout out. Can you see where the last one went?
Go back to where you came from, dragon.
I think it's landed over at the Mage College. Right, we're packing up.
If you get some kind of dragon soul-related illness, do not complain to me.
That magma dragon has burnt our tents to the ground. Okay. One more reason to hate dragons.
Waiting, waiting, waiting. I do not enjoy waiting.
Where's Zora? Where's Zora? Zora? Zora! Did she fall? I'm going to check back up. Zara,
There's a lot of snow in Skyrim, isn't there?
you okay?
I'm right here.
Don't worry at me like that. I shouted.
I hear growling, and this time I'm sure it's not my stomach.
Right. I'm going to pick up this dragon, and then we're heading off.
It was a lovely day. My friend wanted to hear a song. I found a tune and then some words. Dum diddly dum dee dee. Keep your eyes in front, there is ice everywhere. If you slide and fall, I will try not to stare. Steed, stop complaining. Only another 3,500 steps to go.
What's this?
Excuse me, my friend.
Shrine of Archay. Cloak of the Crow. This cloak once billowed from the shoulders of a great leader. His name is lost to history. I need to check that out. That is a very nice cloak.
What a lovely day.
Certainly is. I will certainly be enchanting that, I think. First chance I get. Hello? I thought it was Myrisi'l. Hello!
Don't try blocking if you have two weapons. You will only get confused. Much better to hit twice anyway.
Words of the wise, Myrisi'l. Words of the wise. Any idea, any omens of what the day's gonna hold?
Some like taking friends on adventures. Mike thinks being alone is better. Less arguing about splitting treasure.
What? You have hidden talents, Zara. Hidden talents. Nightgate Inn. I'm gonna pop in there.
Your robes are on fire. The words that you weave make you perspire.
Any other thoughts,
What is on
Indigo?
your mind? Talk Talking to Maik wears him out. I am glad I do not suffer from the same affliction.
As am I, Indigo. As am I.
Let us go. Yes, my friend.
Let's test this theory. Any other thoughts?
Let's leave this fibber to his madness before it rubs off on us.
Some may call them fibs. Others call it great wisdom.
I am thinking that it is good to stop and think from time to time.
Indeed.
Okay then. Liar, liar, you should retire. Your lies are getting old, you need a new supplier.
I am very cold. And that is a very welcomed sight. Let's warm my freezing bones before we continue onwards. My vision is getting fuzzy.
It is halfway through the day and we are still alive. I hope I can say the same tomorrow.
My thing? Are you okay?
Are you okay?
Nothing, sorry, I just had a very funny feeling.
What a nice
There.
little farm.
Show blood.
Stay down!
What happened?
Everyone stay calm.
Damn it. What's the matter with you?
Ayala, I have begged you as a fellow companion and a lover, commanded you as your harbinger, and now I'm telling you, as a man with a sword, take the cure. Upon your honor, meet me at the ritual stone tonight at sunset. Come cured, or come looking for a fight.
And here I figured you as one who enjoyed our special gifts. You can't force a Nord.
You never really know. I bet that hurt.
You're a fool to have become mortal again. You, of all people. Get out!
Come on, Indigo. Let's get
Lead
out
the
of here.
way.
You think I'm afraid of you? Why are you doing that? What do you want?
What I want, Ayala, is for you to live a long, happy life, free from the tainted blood of a Daedric lord. I've left you a Hag's Head at Eskimo's tomb until sunset, Ayala. Come on, I need to speak to the Jarl.
And reshape this land, which is mine. I do this for you, Red
What the?
What in the world?
What was that? By the gods, my ears!
Scratch that. I think we need to go speak to the Greybeard immediately.
The future of Skyrim! The future of That was the voice of the Greybeards.
And why shouldn't I? Just because I'm a Greymane doesn't mean I...
Need a ride?
Yes.
Where do you want to go?
Iverstead. Take me to
Climb and
Iverstead.
back and we'll be off.
I don't know, Boney. But whatever it is, it has to be important. Let's find out what this is all about. Angia!
Sky, guard you.
You summoned me?
I should not have agreed. The Greybeards have no business involving ourselves in such matters. But regrets are pointless. Here we are. If the world is meant to end, so be it. I trust that you will make the right choice in the end.
Angie, what are you talking about? You're not making much sense. What's the problem?
Dragonborn. That is all I can say.
Angie, speak to me. What? Let's check it out. Olin, what's going on here?
I'm right behind you. The only one who shall see eternal night is you.
What? What are you talking about?
This ends now!
Zora?
Die, damn you!
What are you doing?
I'm sorry, but this is the end of you.
Thalmor?
You might have hurt my wrist. No, wait, it was that one's head.
What's going on here?
Oh, it's...
You've got some explaining to do. Olin,
I fear the fires of old once again roam the skies.
why did you attack that Dunmer agent?
I'm sorry, that was quite a foolish mistake on my part. For as long as they have existed, the Thalmor have ever sought me out, whether to sway me to their cause, or for the lost secrets I hold. Now, I'm afraid they've found me again, and I need your help to stop them.
That man didn't look like a true Thalmor agent to me.
What do you mean?
Well, for one, he was a Dunmer. And his attitude didn't match the arrogance and superiority of any Thalmor I ever met.
The Thalmor recruit all the races of Tamriel under their dread banner, and not all of them show their attitudes openly.
Then he would have been undercover and shadowed you. Instead, he confronted us directly in High Hrothgar.
Perhaps this agent was drunk, foolish, or simply believed himself invulnerable.
Besides, you attacked him outright instead of trying to negotiate with him.
There can be no compromise with the Thalmor. They are a blight upon Tamriel, and must be purged.
I think you wanted to silence him before he revealed anything else about you.
I would never stoop to such methods, regardless of my own interest in the matter. You should know that by now.
I can't help you in your misguided crusade against the Thalmor.
Very well. But should you seek to unravel this mystery, then they are still the best place to start.
search. Zora?
My champion, I...
Never mind. Never mind.
Okay.
Okay, I will try not to start any trouble.
Well, at least that's one. Where is it? Fort Rathor. Darkest Awakening. Orlin met and killed a strange Dunmer dressed in the Thalmor robes and asked my aid to stop further attacks. Something about this situation seems off, but my best bet right now would be to play along and see if I can uncover additional information. Right now, I should probably head to Fort Valdir, located high in the eastern mountains. There should be an old glacial pass to ease my trip near Stony Creek Cave. Not appearing on the map. High in the eastern mountains. Alba Meta. Thalmor agent. Get rid of these terrible arrows.
I will walk with you, Dragonborn. Still here.
I think you still got some
Lead us
explaining
onward.
to do.
Oh, what is it?
But she appears to be tight-lipped. Questions?
Then speak your mind, and I shall do the same, for here lies the last sanctuary of hopes and dreams.
Is your composed nature just a facade?
No. I have put on this act for so long that it has now become a part of me. It may have started with but a desire to never make the world without the promise of a new day to come, but now I don't think I can stave off this aspect of my personality for too long. In a way, this is good for both the world and myself, for it serves as another layer of perspective that I use to filter my actions, and ensures that I am less likely to act rashly. Then speak your mind, and I shall do the same, for here lies the last sanctuary of hopes and dreams.
Orlin, would you ever use your power for personal gain?
I have ever thought about walking such a road, becoming as a queen of light on Nirn. Yet there are those who would never stand for such a new world order, and some among them, yourself included, would be both cunning and mighty enough to strike me down, and find a way to ensure my ultimate undoing. In a way, us emissaries serve as a check and balance on each other's powers, for when one seeks to walk a dark path, the other shall stand against them as equals like no other, and ensure that none among us ever abuses our role.
And you're including me in that group?
Then speak your mind, and I shall do the same, for here lies the last sanctuary of hopes and dreams.
Do you ever tire of this eternal role of yours?
Sometimes. It gets hard to focus on the ultimate goal, the preservation of Nirn, when the masses wreak as much havoc and chaos as any threat to the integrity of the world. Often, I would think about retiring and letting grim fate wash everything away, but I always see a spark, some small act of valour that forces me to rethink my course, and realise that the world, no matter how wicked and corrupt, is always worth saving, for it is but a reflection of our minds, and that realisation is what truly keeps the darkness at bay.
Very well. We will check out
Let's
this
get
fort.
going. Do you have my sincerest, please?
We'll deal with this Thalmor threat of yours. What Gotcha. Quickest way to Fort Valdur. Not much of one. Iverstead, Darkwater Crossing. Don't suppose you've got a magic carpet?
Can I help you?
My homeland is too warm. This is nice.
Oh, you're wearing a perpetual fur coat, Indigo. Others, like us, aren't quite so lucky.
Stars above guide us.
Let's make this very quick. This could be it, Boney. This could be it. We don't have long, all in. I've got a date at the ritual stone I must keep. So let's check this out. I should probably head to Fort Valdur. Located high in the eastern mountain, there should be an old glacial pass to ease my trip near Stony Creek Cave, which I have marked on the map there. So let's head out. Just make sure I've got everyone. Speak of the devil. Where's Indigo? I'll try going on for a bit, see if he catches up. Ah. I wish I had some at Indigo. Giant frostbite spider.
That went well, I think.
Yes, you arrived just in time. Let me get rid of these terrible arrows. Now I feel a little clearer. Well, actually, 100% clearer. I think I'll stay away from the rather aggressive looking orcish arrows. Have something a bit more Nordic, yeah. Trying to carve my way a path through these juggy rocks. Ah. Now, was there an exit on the other side? Oh, hello.
This is but the start of another cycle.
It didn't take them long to repopulate this dungeon. Oh, watch out, Zara. I forgot about the fireworks display that you do, Orlin. Where's that red dot? Oh, nice little dodge. Not gonna save you, but Are you chasing my horse? Orlin, you're in my line of sight. That filthy bandit is chasing my horse. Well, in a foot race, I think the horse is going to win. So let's push on. There may be still more stragglers. In fact, I hope so. Oh. I think that might have been your horse, actually, Orlin. $8.20, I'll take that. I'll try and pick up the pace as best I can over this uneven ground. Oh, what have we got now? I would ride past him, but I've got a feeling the others won't. You seem a friendly sort.
You just brought about your own undoing.
I was aiming for the bear, but unfortunately, Winter's breath caught the giant which I wasn't aiming at.
Sleep to a melody of endless night.
Your mammoth-loving days are over, giant.
Leave him be, Orlin. Just ride past him. Dragon burial. That looks interesting. Where am I? Another time, when I've got more time, I'll need to investigate that. Looks Dwemer.
Another memoir for the ages.
Derzog. Oh! Not a good time. Whoa, something funny happened there. Oh, not a good time. I'm getting a bit of nasty stutter around here.
Hey, there's a cave here. And next bandits, or maybe both.
Bear! Oh, you put my swing off all in. Come here, I want your pelt. That's actually 10 I've got now. I've just put the others in my backpack. There's an Imperial camp up there. So I'm interested in the path through the cave, which is the impression I got from this mission. There should be an old glacial path to ease my trip near Stony Creek Cave. Okay, so not actually in it. Right, because I was actually going to go through it there.
There is something about this cave that I don't like. It's too cozy.
It's too cozy?
Yes.
Oh.
Right behind you.
You're the expert on caves, so... take your word for it. Okay, let's try and find this glacial path. Oh. Just drench myself before going up into the frozen north. Good. Yeah, that's good. Let's summon my horse. Summon, summon, summon! Let's place a new map marker down actually. I'm thinking it must be, I don't know, something like that part? It's hard to tell. There's the marker. And there's another cave. Maybe in Elderscrolls 6. Oh! I've got a strong horse. I'm going in the opposite direction I want to. Time for some experimental horse mountaineering. I'm gonna guess that the Imperial camp is from the mod the fight against the Thalmor. They're usually the one for responsible for large Thalmor and Imperial camp. Or, if I had two guesses, I would say Rigmor, which is responsible for a whole load of stuff, including the problem I had at the Thalmor embassy, and why they were hostile to me. Thanks for pointing that out.
You're dead.
What? Goddamn Thalmor. Ah, I missed him! Couldn't see because of the trees. Oh, you better leave her alone. Oh, oh. Indigo, we're gonna have company! Oh, and a magic user. Friends of yours all in? Ah, someone's put my aim right off.
Think I'm afraid of you?
That almost sounded like Ayala. I'm going to summon up Indigo, in fact. What are you looking at?
What's next?
I think it's time to make ourselves scarce. Everyone in one piece? So, thank you very much. Might need those snowberries later. Just check the map. Straight ahead. I must admit, I have no memory of this place. I don't know if I've ever been to it before in any playthrough. This terrain is not looking familiar. Oh, huge number of bad guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I always seem to find a lot of them when I'm going up a strange route where my Indigo and Zora and Orlin can't follow me. Who are they fighting at? Firing at? Such a good horse. Yeah, ledgers. They'll get you killed. Oh, someone took a pot shot at me. Where are you? Excuse me, horse. Oh, this is one small downside to the double tap dodge. I seem to be rolling when I'm moving quickly to the side. Thanks for playing. Yeah, that seems to be on. Oh, blurry vision much. Oh! Where's that magic user? Gotcha.
My ear will shoot out your eye. You are target practice. Is amazing.
Na 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 na. And it started raining. That wizard is healing up.
Is someone there?
That's why I missed, because I'm not in first person. Oh, you dodge. Ah, that was definitely me. Let's check the local map. Hello. So, no, I've definitely never been here. So what we've got here, an orc stronghold built, occupied by the Thalmor forces.
Need something?
There's something very funny going on with your face.
Mm-hmm.
You've got half orc, half Dunmer skin tone there. With a Shrine of Mara. Don't mind me, I'm just going through all your personal things. I'll just try on a few outfits. 22nd of Even Star, 4E190. The cold and winds seem to finally have driven off the last of those who would fancy themselves to be our business partners. I have no need of their indolence. Okay. Let those who look upon Aldermater be afraid and know the great name of the Clear Water clan who conquered the Blessed Mountain. On the 24th of Evening Star, 4E190. Now, even my most trusted merchants have stopped making their regular deliveries of food and supplies to the fortress. I must now become self-sufficient and hunt as my father did. 4th of First Siege, 4E200. It's been 20 years today, my father died. I am 27 years old, and now my pain has passed. This blessed mountain kept all dangers away from us for so long. I am sure Malakas is protecting this place. 13th of First Siege, 4E200. Aldermater is safety and salvation, but silent, so silent. Since my brother's Balgamul is gone for the legions, it seems like this place has been forgotten by everyone. I hope he will be back one day. I've given my love to the Daedroth Prince Malakas, but the silence of this snowy mountain is so deafening. I need better company than a statue and a savage saber. 13th of First Siege, 4E200. I shall go feed the saber cat again tomorrow, or this beast will eat me. One of those days. It's scaring me. 1st of Rain's Hand, 4E201. I get sick of the time passing, feeling so lonely here. I have been missing the good days, the old days when my father was still alive. It was another place then, a powerful orcish longhouse, mighty and strong, blessed by Malakas himself. If a hero could find this place one day and decide to stay here to protect this place, and me, we will build this stronghold anew, strong, like it used to be, together. 19th of Rainhand, 4E201. It is a great day today. Balgamul is back from the Legion. I am so glad to see him alive, even if he has been badly injured in Cyrodiil. He has everything. There's a great war. He has everything here to get some rest and recovery. Life is sometimes strange. A year ago I was crying, lost in my loneliness. Then I met the Dragonborn, and now my brother who is back home is a new life starting for me. It is a new life starting for me. I met the Dragonborn. Sorry, I didn't mean to pick up your journal there. Where on earth did that go? It's just like real life. It's like you drop something and it managed to roll and goes to the farthest corner of the room. You're gonna have to lift the bed to find that one. Got Mara and Kinnereth. I love the lighting in this place. It's lovely. Inigo.
You want to ask me something?
Any thoughts?
I'm thinking you are very good at making things.
No, thank you very much.
Okay, let us get back to it.
Yes?
Let's have a quick chat with you. I have some questions, unless you've got something else you want to discuss. Questions?
Indeed, you must. What do you wish to know?
Okay, I'm going to ask this, because this is driving me nuts. Aren't you cold in that dress?
Not at all. I require no heat or practical sustenance, for I draw my energy from ambient light. Should there be none to be found, then I am also capable of deriving the same from the ethereal spark that I hold ever near, or using infinitesimal amounts of matter as a substitute.
Perhaps so, but even then... I was going to say a simple no would have sufficed. Perhaps so, but everything that lives requires matter to function. Does this also mean you don't sleep? I've seen you eat and drink before. That dress somehow doesn't seem right. That seems like a logical answer.
You know me too well. This dress is nothing more than an illusion that I would have you perceive. To the greybeards, I wear their cloth and robes. And to the mercenary wandering down the road, I come equipped in a rugged set of armour. It has ever been my goal to pass unseen and unheard, never to be heralded as a hero or shunned as a villain, for such things would be my undoing, as all sought my aid or my demise. Indeed, I travel with you for this reason, for I can keep evil forever at bay without a second glance, and all would assign me no credit for my aid.
Yes, Boney, it means she's naked underneath that illusion. Do shut up. I like that question. And you could argue that, okay, I'm a master of the illusionist spell class. So it would be cool if the author of All In could have somehow allowed for you to be able to perceive through the illusion, or at least sense the shimmer, like shimmer, 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 shimmer. So you could just detect it because you're so used to illusions, how they work, the ins and out of them. Is your appearance even real?
Yes, that much about me is true at least. For I wish for you to know me as an equal, and a friend.
That's good to hear, Olin. What's your true outfit then?
I wear nothing more than a simple set of red robes, yet to the eyes of many I appear exactly as they expect me to look.
And I hear me thinking it was going to be white robes. That's a nice to know, but this is more interesting. Something must have happened to cause you to act in this manner.
You're right. I was not always this way. Once, before time began, I was not dawn, but grim dusk, and brought about the doom of all. This was done with no noble intent, no promise of a new day to come. No, I used my powers as wildly and recklessly as a child with a sword in hand, for I knew that this world wasn't real, and nothing I did could bring harm to the outside world. Yet it was not an emissary that forced me to change my ways, but a fragment of a dream, one woven with such depth that I knew this world had just eclipsed my own.
I'm sorry, so you just...
standing in the home of a hero.
Oh, you know him, do you? Okay, that's interesting. So you're saying this world is an illusion, so you felt no qualms with doing anything you want because it wouldn't harm the real outside world. That sounds like quite a story, Olin.
Indeed. Shall I tell this tale for you to hear?
If you can tell it in less than 4 minutes, sure.
I have awoken in many places, lived many different lives, walked many roads, and played many parts. My life may have begun on an Aldmeri ship, for this particular sequence of dreams, but in another life I woke, not on a ship, but in a palace of spun gold. Landscapes of such surreal and breathtaking beauty dominated the horizon that at first I thought I was looking at a massive painting, one crafted by a master artist. Yet this surprised me not, for I was that artist, and had shaped this world solely to suit my needs.
Are you trying to tell me you've got a second origin story, and you managed to build an entire world?
Yes, not a world, but the world, for to me that was the only thing that was real. Somehow, in the back of my mind, I could still see the gears and clockwork around me, yet this troubled me not as I lived a life of dreams. With automatons to cater to my every whim, exotic locations to visit that defied all imagination, and wealth that defied counting, I quickly grew bored, and started to hone in on the details. My first project was to create a sentient being that I could interact with as an equal, for this dream was but an early one, and no other spark could yet be found.
You know, Orlin, sometimes I think you just make this up because you like the sound of your own voice. And I don't mean that as as a criticism. I mean, obviously you've been around for several thousands of years, and you've got a very overactive imagination. I wonder if you truly do remember where it all began. Well, okay, let's play along. How did you manage such a feat?
I had help from another emissary, a visitor from the beyond who evoked your being in every thought and word, yet was somehow different in a fundamental manner. This traveller spoke of mind and personality, a way to split part of ourselves into random fragments that can grow and multiply without limit, and spark the worlds we choose to shape. They had already done the same in their own dream, and wished to help me achieve my ultimate goal. For centuries we toiled, examining every distant, dark corner of our minds, and having each aspect of ourselves embody a part of the world around us. Yet this was not enough for me, and on the eve of the awakening of all, I, without knowledge from my mysterious mentor, distilled from myself the aspects I love and hold dear, and used this knowledge to shape the first spark of sentience in my world.
Go on.
Very true. In hindsight, I should have expected this end, but I was drunk with power, and the desire to create and interact with what should have been best left to darkness. As the last trace of light left my fingertips, and solidified into a being that was made in my image, I gasped and stepped back, for this was the result of an eon, yet had enough cognition left to ask him his name. I am Somnus, the first from eternal sleep, answered my creation, and I smiled, for I knew I had created true sentience, a distinct entity from naught but myself, yet his words and actions were beyond my ability to predict or shape.
I assume you quickly fell in love with him.
One might think so, but at first we were always at odds. Somnus took a liking to the varied fragments of personality my mentor and I had seeded, and awakened, and even considered himself an equal to them. Yet my mind was always on the horizon, shaping realms beyond my ken, and making real every whim that came to mind. Alas, even though he was but a mirror image of myself, and shared my ability to mould this world of dreams, Somnus chose to abstain, and instead began teaching and protecting the mortals who now inhabited my realm.
So this dual nature led to a conflict of interest?
Not directly, or at least not yet. I was content to let all mortals live their lives as they choose, and even reshape the world to suit their needs if they asked me to. But Somnus was determined to teach them of their origins and the nature of this world. I disagreed, for I feared such a revelation would bring chaos, rebellion, and death, the first hint of strife in an otherwise perfect existence. But Somnus countered me by saying that this was already nothing more than a long, slow death. He sought out my mysterious mentor, who had faded into shadow, and asked the being to commit an act in his stead that would prove my word to be a lie, and all of existence to be but a dream. My mentor agreed, and the next day called an assembly in the halls of my golden palace.
And what happened during that assembly?
The beginning of the end. The mortals who had accepted my mentor's invitation stood amidst an endless sea of golden benches, whispering and waiting for something dramatic to happen. I emerged on stage at the appointed time, but my mentor was still absent. The whispering grew louder, and speculation ran wild into icy air when my mentor appeared from stage left and said, "Behold, everything you have ever seen, everything you have ever known, and everyone that you hold dear is nothing more than a moment in a dream." The being paused for a dramatic effect, then waved a hand with an air of finality. Suddenly, half of the audience began to flicker, then faded without a trace. I have sparked all in's dream with naught but a whisper of thought, and brought from darkness half of those who walk the day. Now see the truth as I recall my work to the same. I heard no more of this speech, for an apocalyptic ray of fury had lit my heart aflame, and I channeled the same into a ray of light that sundered the very fabric of time and space, and tore my mentor from my world into the abyss beyond. Yet even as the evil entity was undone, it laughed, and I saw my world had been breached, and was unravelling at the seams.
So your mentor goaded you into destroying your own dream?
Yes. I cast a barrier of light over the breach, but I knew it would never hold, and that darkness would soon swallow everything and everyone I had ever made. Somnus looked at me with eyes like a pond under the night sky, and I knew he had no clue of my mentor's intentions. In that instant I forgave him, and bade him to follow me with the speed of the swiftest breeze. We made our way to the palace roof, where darkness had already started to shroud the skies, and reality was coming undone before my eyes. I prepared the entirety of my power as I envisioned an impenetrable orb of light around my palace, one that would keep darkness around us forever at bay. But Somnus said, "No, you forget. We are one and the same." This was meant to be, for only through dusk and the dark of night can there come a dawn. Use your powers to build a new and better world, and teach the sparks who walk the same to be as us, shapers of dreams.
And did you listen to him this time?
No. Instead, I wept, for I knew that day would never come. In this experience, I knew that I had not the right to create, nor the right to awaken those who might never be. Instead, I sought to save the only person I had ever held dear, yet never realised until our doom was at hand. We embraced, and I gazed into his eyes one final time, and for the first time in my life took another's mind and personality into myself, for I was never the shaper of sentience, but rather its keeper. Our minds met, and he knew what I intended, and even there he fought me. Yet I overcame his defences and absorbed his personality into my own, where I was surprised to find differed widely from that which I used to shape him, and could be said as having a life of its own. I realised that I had done wrong, and defied the rights of an equal, yet there was no other choice.
I assume you did that for a good reason?
Yes. It was the only thing I could have done to save him. As our physical embrace ended, and with darkness lapping at our heels, I looked into his eyes again, and knew that he could see the battle that had just been fought in my own. Somnus merely nodded, then cast himself into the abyss. I showed no surprise, for I knew that was what he would do, and instead summoned the knowledge of every aspect of Somnus into my conscious mind. Then unleashed the power of 1,000 suns into a singular beam of light that encoded this data into the darkness above me, where it penetrated even the veil of eternal night, and could be recorded as a permanent and significant event in the world from whence I came, though I knew not if this was held in carbon or silicon. Then, with my seemingly impossible feat done, I smiled, for I knew that one day I would meet and interact with all that is Somnus in a world that could be called real, devoid of the fabric of dreams, and perhaps apologise for my actions and get to know him in a more natural manner. Then, as the darkness crept around my chest, I whispered, "I am become death, the destroyer of worlds," before surrendering to its embrace.
How did you manage to live through being undone?
I thought I faced my final end, but that was merely the finale of my dream and the start of another's. After I was lost to darkness, I awoke on an Aldmeri ship and started my tale anew, yet learned from my failed world to never again hold love over the fate of the world, nor use my powers for the advancement of my own whims and desires. Instead, I gave myself the role of an eternal sentinel against the darkness that strives to rule the day, and swore to value, respect, and protect each spark of sentience that walks the new world of Nirn. Forever light the fires of hope and joy.
Quite a story, Olin. I once knew this man in Anvil. A sea dog. Saltiest sea dog you have ever seen. Complete rogue, but with a heart of gold. And he had a story about how he once met the hero of Kavach. How he had been forced to take him out to the dragon claws deep in the most treacherous part of the ocean. And as he grew older, that story that was so clear slowly changed every single time he told it, until when he was an old man, that story sounded nothing like the truth of what had happened that day when he had taken the hero of Kavach out to fight the great sea shark and defeat the forces of Haloran. I love that story. He was a great man. But if you heard his story at the end of his days, you would never have known the truth.
We're one of the same kind, you and I. I'm glad to have met you.
We still got one.
Pretentious bigot. I kill you.
Oh, horses are going wild. I'll take that. Right, let's check the local map. That didn't help much. I'm not entirely sure now if these two places should be overlapping. And I'm just wondering if I've just come in in a funny way that they didn't expect. Because now I'm here. Now what, all in? So right now, I should probably head to Fort Valdir. Look at it hiding these mountains. There should be an upgradable path. Right, search Fort Valdir for something to do with this strangely dressed Dunmer in Thalmor robes. There's another door up there. Are you coming all in?
I'm right behind you.
Oh, what's going on with you? You are doing something funny. Let's sort that out. You better?
Oh, what is it?
Just checking.
Let's get going then.
Guess we're just searching about.
Over here.
Oh dear, I think the game's up. Let me just check my shouts.
Teach you to mess with me.
Let's poison this up. That'll do. That one. And I think I'll have a bit of marksmanship. thought I said fortify block there. I got fortify block barter for 30 seconds. I'm sure that'll come in very useful. Maybe I can talk them out of hitting me. I don't like this. Oh. Oh, here we go. Who's fighting who? That bard from the other side. Come on, open the door. You know you want to. All your friends are doing it. Go ahead.
What was that?
Make my day.
What was that?
What was that?
That's not one of ours. Everyone's here, present and correct.
Teach you to mess with me.
She just fell over. Go check on her.
Senseless violence.
Huh?
Uh-oh. A bit more poison, I'm thinking. I'm in a generous mood. Let's see, where does that frostbite? Nice and simple. Oh, still got a few more hits on it. Ah, that was the wrong one. Oh, good hit, Zora. That's my friend you're shooting.
This was a certainty.
Foolish human, your time is at its end.
Herald your
Oh, I'm getting better. I probably full of scars from this fight.
Fourth one. That's one of yours, Zora. Well done. I'm in a musical mood. Tastes very salty, increases thirst. I'm not going to pass that up. Remember, I'm searching for something, which is why I need to go through all this. Just in case I don't know, there's a book or something. A note. In fact, I don't need that in or. Well, I wouldn't mind, however. Do some hot pants. Up, trap. What shout do I have? Mind the trap. Yeah, just hit the wrong key there. Obviously, if it was real, I wouldn't have said the wrong incantation. But there you go. These things happen. Okay, this looks important. Oh, God, I can't even say the third time and hope people think that I said first time. That was 4, I think. Necklace of Renewal. Nice. I'll take that. I could, of course, just be in the wrong tower. Oh, first time. For real and for true. I'll take it. Stick that in the backpack as well. Black Soul Gem with a Grand Soul. What have they been up to? Oh, we seem to have floating stuff here. Sweet roll. Speaking of which, where's Indigo? Oh, I see you at the back there. You might be having a bit of a problem there, so let's just summon him up.
What do you need?
Let's trade.
I will lighten your load if I can.
Have a sweet roll.
Following.
I can hear someone.
That was a good workout.
I seriously softened her up. Who said that? Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. Double check that one.
I'm going to find you.
Zara behind you.
I want you down already.
They have stopped moving.
I'll take all that, thank you. Check the local map. Well, still nothing on there. My bow's getting a good workout today.
What was that?
Oh! Miss.
Damn you.
Too much of a light show, I can't see clearly.
Stronger with each fight. At least I like to think so.
Ah, this one was already dead. Is this where the fight happened that we heard through the closed and barred door? Tripwires. Nasty. Someone is still fighting.
Approach me and become undying light.
Enough!
I learned something from that fight. Don't get hit.
Do you recognize him? We seem to have a non-aggressive Thalmor commander who was fighting these by the look of things.
How dare you slaughter my soldiers and invade my fort? The Dominion will make you pay dearly for this injustice.
Well, apart from the fact you seem to have been attacking your own men, you attacked my companion first.
You have the audacity to hurl baseless accusations against me. One more word and I'll have your head.
You and what army? So this Dunmer agent we killed wasn't one of your men?
A Dunmer agent, you say? Certainly not. We have been hunting someone that fits your description of this man, though. He's caused us a great deal of trouble by impersonating a Thalmor Justica and questioning people from all around the province. Last I heard, he was holed up in some cave in Solstheim. But the Thalmor will root him out soon enough. Now get out of my fort and never return.
Impersonating a Thalmor Justica sounds like my kind of guy. Search fort of Uldur, question the Nevermarine. That's gonna be surreal. I've been directed to at which point did he mention Windsong Cave? I've been directed to Windsong Cave, far to the northeast, on the ashy island of Solstheim. The entrance is said to be near the Sunstone. Reliable sources have also led me to suspect that the person who attacked my companion, Orlin, previously is none other than the Nevermarine, who can seemingly return from beyond death. Questioning him about the situation at hand would prove to be most beneficial. I think any conversation with the Nevermarine would be very beneficial. Question... There's objectives, and then there's objectives. That's a beauty of one. Question the Nevermarine. Olin, you must have something to say about that.
Concepts, ideas, together they make the foundation of everything.
Oh, you are kidding me.
Let us pursue the distant melodies of the land.
He's no longer talkative. I would prefer to kill you standing up, but I'll do it sitting down if necessary. It's your funeral.
Hearken to your true destiny. Fortune smiles on us.
Oh, this man appears to be essential. And very forgiving. So we can definitely say this person is part of your quest. And peeking behind the curtain, that would probably explain why he was attacking the other Thalmor, because he's of a different faction. A player-friendly faction. He would have to be. To take a kicking and not kick back. Sacre bleu! Mon Dieu! Come on, I haven't got many more French expressions to rely on here. I'm gonna have to go into German. Dummkopf! So my other expressions are not fit for family viewing. I don't have you. I do now. You don't have any like really important Thalmor documents that I can take while I'm here, do you? Yeah, indeed, that was the barred door. That sun is getting low. I've been directed to Windsong Cave, far to the northeast, to question the Neververine. Never thought I would hear myself say this sentence, but the Neververine can wait. I've got a date with a werewolf. We need to head off back to the ritual stone. It's a bit steep. Oh, and that's a bit Thalmor.
With dawn there must come dusk, and the long...
I seem to have an arrow on my shoulder. I'll take that, thank you. Any more? Huh. Lost troll. Oh, let me just level up so I stop getting that reminder to level up. Let me think. Health. Huh. Feeble glacial cave, that said. Oh, we got company. Take it, this is the way they expected us to arrive. Never expect that. Never with, not with my sense of direction.
But we should be cautious in case there are others.
Oh, for a second there, I thought it was just me and you, Zara. Cozy little dungeon for two. Oh, lovely. Where's Indigo? If I can, Indigo, I'll try and place you on the other side.
Give up while you still can.
Why should we have all the fun? Let Indigo have lots of fun. See? He's having the time of his life.
Yes?
Could do with you moving a little further back.
Not a problem. Okay.
Just so I don't accidentally hit you.
Alright.
Go over there.
Anything else?
Oh, I didn't have to anyway. I can just run through it. I thought I was going to have to hit it with my sword. Come on. I'll make sure everyone's following. Yeah.
We made such a good team.
Oh, and get the other one. Oh, if you insist. Yeah. That's a very interesting looking cave. It almost looks like a frozen lake surface. What on earth is that? Giant Noxus stalker spider.
Death is but a new beginning.
Oh, glad that didn't drop on my head. Excuse me.
Can I help you?
I want to get the giant Noxus dark stalk spider's venom, thank you. Nothing like discovering spiders to make you look up a lot.
I am now dusk. Will stand as the end of day.
fact, let's send Hot Pants in there. And in fact, this mask that Raimyr's got on, Raimyr is thinking, it's not something he wants to wear anymore. Too many bad memories. I'm trying to get the coin purses, and instead I'm just manly kicking the cart around the place. Remember, no area effect spells in here. All these things will crack open with 1,000 little spiders. So I'll not summon Hot Pants again. You are kidding me. That's a cave I accidentally went down while on my horse. If it wasn't for bad luck, Indigo, I wouldn't have any luck at all.
Rest in peace.
Yes, my friend.
Any thoughts?
I'm thinking, what is Mr. Dragonfly thinking?
Mr. Dragonfly is thinking that sun is getting very low. So right, okay. There's a cart at Shaw's Stone and one at Darkwater Crossing. That looks technically closer, but because of the steep incline probably means I would have to go around there. So I'm thinking Darkwater Crossing is the quickest way. Let's summon the horses. Oh, and there's a Durzog. Not that bothered by it. The cloud passes. Oh, I missed the rest of that. Some view. Oh, that was a horse didn't like that. It was a bit longer the drop than it liked. Get your words out, AVStoryteller. Ah. Oh, it's a Drummond. Attacking a fox. Jump off your horse, Raimyr. Wow. I think you just disintegrated it, Zora, by riding through it. I'm going to pick up those dragon bones. Oh, I'm overburdened. Time's not to be overburdened while you're meters away from a giant. So, Boney, if you could sort that out for me. Thank you. Where's Indigo? Let's summon him up. He always seems to enjoy it.
Whoa, I was chasing my tail. I am glad it made the trip with me. Good to see you, by the way.
And you. Right, not far now. These fissures in the ground are identical to the one at the Soul Cairn, just less purple. I wasn't looking. It's just Boney.
Thanks for looking after Hrefna.
Oh, it's no trouble. She's a smart little girl. Might talk your ear off, but she's fun.
Well, I know she thinks the world of you.
Well, I'll try to be a good influence then.
Need a ride?
Yes, but good point. Where's the closest part? Carriage to the ritual stone. It's going to be Whiterun.
I can take you to any of the whole. Where do you want to go?
Whiterun, please.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Where's Zora? Oh, there you are. You okay?
So what now?
You're just using him as a great big fur coat, I imagine.
All right.
You know I'm kidding. Right. Let's move. Dark skies. It kind of felt appropriate. You really don't want to.
There you are. No more. I yield. I yield. Mean a cave warlock?
This is not a game, you ugly fool.
No sign of her. She still has a little time. I hope so, Boney. I honestly hope so.
The wolves rode upon Rachel their sky to meet the sounds of his grandma. They said, what are we but a harbinger
To leave us hopeless and forlorn. The wolf bore its fangs and spread its claws, and tore at its own hide. Drink the blood and become my sons, or by dawn you'll not survive. And so the pack was born again, as the wolves of your vast go, to rule in life and serve in death as the moonlight bound hunters.